Welcome to the Chimpanzee video series. In this lesson, we're going to learn how to get started using the budgeting module in Chimpanzee. Although it is recommended to create a schedule before you create a budget for a project, it is not necessary. You can create a budget for a project without creating a schedule. However, some features of the budgeting module, like linking a schedule to a budget, will not be available until you create a schedule for the same project. This lesson assumes you have created a schedule with cast, crew, and elements. Okay, let's get started. When you launch Chimpanzee, you are taken to the manager. This is where you can create or load a schedule, or create or load a budget. To go to a loaded budget, simply select it. This will take you to the top sheet, or the summary of your budget. Now, before we dive into the budget, let me show you how to load a new budget template. Select the Projects button to go back to the manager. Select the plus button for the budgeting section. Select the Load Sample or Template button. On this screen, you have a few choices to choose from. You can load a sample budget. These budgets are stored in the Sample Budgets folder. Simply selecting any one of these budgets will automatically load it into Chimpanzee. The budgets here in the template section will show you all the budgets loaded in the Budget Templates folder. Similarly, you can select any one of these budgets to load it into Chimpanzee. When you save budgets, those budgets are automatically saved in the My Budgets folder. You can load any one of these budgets by selecting the Load Budget from My Budgets button, which is here. Okay, let's go back to the budget already loaded. I'm going to link this budget to a schedule. What this does is allow you to import certain items like cast and crew into this budget without retyping that information. Once again, this is the top sheet or summary of your budget. There are 3 levels to a Chimpanzee budget: the top sheet, the account level, and the detail level. Let's add some cast to this budget. Select the arrow to the left of the account number. This will take you to the account level. In this budget, there are 4 accounts numbered 1301 to 1304. Now, we already have a row here for lead actors, which we can use. The subtotal shown here is empty. Select the arrow again to go to the detail level. The detail level is where you add your amounts and rates. I'm going to quickly delete these 2 sample detail line items. By the way, to do this, click the 3 dots and select Delete. You can also, by the way, select the Delete All Rows for Account option. Select the Add button. A blank row appears. Type in a description for this detail line item. Enter a rate in the rate field, and then either tab or click out of the field to commit this record. And here you will see the subtotal. Now, let's say we need this actor for 5 days. Enter 5 in the amount field, and notice the subtotal changes accordingly. Let's create one more detail row for this account. You can either click on the Add button again, or you can click on the Duplicate button for that row. Change the description and the amount if needed. We now have 2 detail rows for the same account. Now, let's use the power of Chimpanzee. Why enter these items manually when, if you have already created your schedule and created your cast and crew, use that information already entered. I'm going to delete these items. Now, before I do anything else, let's quickly go to the scheduling module and find the actors for this schedule. Notice that the lead actor, Tom Starr, has a daily rate of 200. Now, let's go back to the detail level of the budget for the cast account. Select the actor record. Select the actor button. The Import Actors into Budget window will appear, showing you all the actors for the linked schedule. If you created a schedule, notice that the shoot days for each actor will appear here. This is exactly what we need. Let's import the shoot days to the amount field and the daily rate to the rate field. Select the actor to import. The amount and the rate came in directly from the actor record in the schedule. You can do the same with crew. Go to the top sheet by selecting the top sheet button on the toolbar. Select the production design account, which is 1600. Select the production designer. Once in the detail level, select the crew button. Now select a crew member from the art department. Lastly, you can do the same with elements. You can import props, costumes, or any other breakdown element that you've created in your schedule. Now, let's add a header to our budget so that it will print on reports. Select the Manager button from the toolbar. Select the Captions button. Captions are usually high-level crew members that you want displayed on your top sheet report. If your budget is linked to a schedule, and you can see here that it is, select the name field. Then select a crew member. The name and the title will pop into that caption slot. You can print up to 8 crew members on the header of your report. If your budget is not linked to a schedule, you can simply click into the name field and manually type in a name. Now select the Production Company and Logo tab. Here, you can enter a production company, address, phone, and a logo to print in your header. If you want the logo to print on reports, select the Show Logo on Reports checkbox. Now that we have at least 2 crew members in captions and a production company, let's see what this looks like on a top sheet report. In the options, you can decide whether or not to print the production company in the header. You can also decide to print or not to print the date on this report. That wraps up this lesson. Have a great shoot.